Evan McPherson has this one teed up.
And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And they'll be let out by their 6-year quarterback.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that was something last week resolves itself this time around.
Charles, we see some of the injuries that have popped up for this franchise and obviously hoping to get these guys back on the field in a hurry.
Brandon, I'm going to go ahead and age myself, but I'm going to ask you, when you were in high school and there were injuries, did you hear next man up from your coaches?
Well, you hear it every week now in the NFL, that's for sure.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down.
All right, partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass, followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline.
He'll try and do this himself.
And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. It's a gain of 6, but not enough, as he'll be forced to punt on their first drive of the game.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. It certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That's taken it around the 40. There will be 37 yards there on the punt. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10.
Here come the Bengals, and CD, of course, it's Joe Burrow out of LSU at quarterback.
And he's had such a sensational season to this point, leading the NFL in passing yards. He's been helped out a lot by an outstanding set of receivers, and he's quick to give them credit. But I think even they will tell you that he's the guy that makes this offense go.
Byron Murphy there on the tackle. And look at this defense for the Vikings.
And they come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
Yeah, this has been a good defense, but they're going to have to really prove it in this one because guess what? They're facing the #1 passing offense.
And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow.
Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete.
And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
And now a decision here on the opening drive. 4th and very short, this part of the field. What do you think they do, CD?
I think you go for it. I think there's a lot of game left to be played. I like the advantage that they're trying to create here early. I say be aggressive and try and get it done.
This Bengals defense now making their way back out onto the field. They did their job last go-around, forced the punt, hoping for more of that here.
They got off the field. That's exactly what they wanted to accomplish. Get off the field, turn the ball over to their offense, and kick back and enjoy a little bit of water and rest before they have to go back out there again.
Back out there now, hoping to hurry up and get more water and rest.
8 yards on the pickup, brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's McCarthy.
Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson.
And Hawkinson going to have the Vikings first down as the tackle made up near the 35.
Yards. And the Vikings first down. 1st and 10.
They'll run. This is Bashal Tilton.
And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8.
2nd and 8.
Now McCarthy.
To the flag, that's complete to his running back. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
3rd down from the gun, McCarthy.
Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. So the completion gets him just a yard. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Only a yard. It's 4th down.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. This is brought in at the 21. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10. The Bengals offense and Joe Burrow getting set for this next drive. And as we transition into the second half of the season, he continues to put up big numbers on a consistent basis. Currently the NFL's leader in passing as we play here in the month of November. This one complete to Coleman. From the 38 now. Here's 2nd down at 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. And that's caught at the 25. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Jamar Chase, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big streak like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
For Cincinnati.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. Looking to throw McCarthy. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
A gain of 19 yards. And the Vikings
throwing is McCarthy. Open man, that's Felton. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards.
That's another Vikings first down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
In the backfield, he'll get the carry. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, this defense for the Bengals very strong in that victory a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
The slot man in motion right. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. And they'll get him down right around the 16.
Tackle made at the 16.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
He's going to try and do this himself. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield.
Brought down back at the
Chalk that up as a
19-yard line.
4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down as his Cincy defense stands up on 3rd.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
36-yard attempt.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
The visitors' offense and their big play wideout getting ready to get back to work. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out. Looking to repeat that. Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they're both game planned for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
That one taken in by T. Higgins.
And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Now it's Burrow.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
7-yard gain.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
A gain of 7.
They go play action with Burrow. And he's got his man in stride, complete. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Vikings' 49-yard line.
Throwing again, it's Burrow.
Able to find Higgins.
Burrow's pass.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 5.
Now Burrow.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 32-yard line.
Another Bengals 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
At the 34-yard line.
Here's Burrow. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And they work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
Down at the 15-yard line.
2nd and 6.
On the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Burrow will throw. Open man is Higgins. And the Bengals are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. And now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. Now, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
Now it's Burrow. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. And the sack leads to roughly a loss of 6, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation.
It's now 3rd and
Here's Burrow setting up to throw. He fights him off.
He'll try and do this himself.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
They'll try and run for it. And this winds up a disaster, nowhere near the marker.
They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And the Vikings, they come up big down near the goal line.
Partner, when you see a running play stop short like that, you just know that the defensive front, they won the battle of leverage and created the push back into the opposing backfield.
And for the offensive coordinator, whether you had 1 yard to go or 20 yards to go on 4th down, now you're probably saying, oh, maybe I should have passed it, right?
Yeah, hindsight is always 20/20.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
The Vikings, 1st down.
McCarthy off the play fake. Finds his man. There's Jordan Addison. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
That's another Vikings 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. But they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Now the former Sun Devil, it's Cam Scatterbroo. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
That's another
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
And the Vikings 1st down.
To the air with McCarthy. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the big man, get the oxygen tank ready. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
The Bengals offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. We show you the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns. And you can see where he's right up there amongst the league's best at finding the end zone. Burrow looking to pass. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts
A gain of 12.
as they'll head to the sideline and talk over
Bengals.
what to do next. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Wide open receiver complete. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
2nd down and goal. Burrow. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Vikings are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. A turnover is obviously, Charles, always costly, but man, when you throw those interceptions in the end zone like that, it really stings.
He tried to fit that one into his tight end, and I often use the expression NFL open, which means a tighter window. Down near the goal line, you really want him to be open. In this case, it cost him.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again.
They're behind in the first half here, CD, but it's not through any fault of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, you would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen, put more points on the board behind his efforts.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, Charles, if they can play complementary football and get that passing game going as well. Addison will go in motion left. Working out of the gun is McCarthy.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it.
And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled.
13 yards on the play. That's another Vikings.
To the air again, McCarthy. Complete. Jefferson the target.
And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 36-yard line.
Here's McCarthy. And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson. And Jefferson's going to have the Vikings first down as he'll be brought down at the 42-yard line. Now McCarthy.
Looking middle, and that's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest.
Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3.
And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
46-yard line.
They're going to look to throw.
Over the middle, he finds Higgins.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
14 more yards.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
22-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. The tally there, minus 2 yards. Brings up third down. They'll look to throw here.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
16 yards.
These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
They'll drop the throw. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line.
6 yards.
And the sack leads to roughly a loss of 6, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
First and goal looked like things were set up nicely, and now all of a sudden on 2nd and goal, Charles, a big challenge ahead of them.
And you have to know when you're this close to the goal line, things are going to happen faster, so you've got to get the ball out quick. Not going to have much time in the pocket before the defenders bring pressure.
Over the middle, it's complete. So they're coming up here on the 9th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and goal.
4 yards on the pickup. It's now 3rd and goal.
Now it's Burrow. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
Touchdown,
Jamar Chase.
With career touchdown number 96, he joins Eric Dickerson on the all-time list.
And the Bengals take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. And McPherson on for the extra point.
And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
The score, Bengals 14.
So that drive consumes 9 plays all told.
And it was Jamar Chase who finished it off with a touchdown reception. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half.
And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Looking to throw McCarthy. This is caught by Addison.
And all the way down to the 35. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up.
While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Throwing is McCarthy. Open man, that's Felton. Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he stopped immediately there. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd down and 6.
McCarthy operating from the gun.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there, 4th and 3.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can quickly save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And it'll be a turnover on downs. And defensively, they were ready for that, a full-on blitz on 4th down, and they stop them short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Throw right side, pulled in by Higgins. They need 2. Here's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Now Burrow. Throw left side, complete to Chase.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
It's a gain of 16 yards. That's good for a Bengals 1st down. A gain of 16 yards. And the Bengals
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. And they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the 1st half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse And I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down.
That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Touchdown, Cincinnati.
A great play there. 46 yards.
And the Bengals will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, you mentioned that slowly but surely, you also drain clock too with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
A loss of a yard.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. And he's got this to Jefferson.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter.
First down. 1st and 10.
3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the 4th.
Addison will go in motion left.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it.
This one caught. It's the tight end, Hockenson.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28.
And now they'll stop play here, at least momentarily. A member of the Vikings in some discomfort after that last play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on.
To the air with McCarthy.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack. And it's 3rd down. Back to throw.
McCarthy.
And that will be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Well, with that field goal, you can argue they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but still a pretty uphill battle.
Still going to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns to get back into it. And as you and I know, that's a tall order against any NFL defense. They're going to need their own defense to make some plays as well to give them an opportunity.
And he'll take it up past the 25 at the 26-yard line. The visitors' offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Coleman. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. 1st down.
That's another Bengals 1st down. A gain of 18 on the play. 1st down, Bengals.
Nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 1st down gains.
At the Vikings' 46-yard line.
Here's Burrow. Open man is Chase, complete. The Bengals on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
And it's 3rd down.
The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. And he's going to have a Bengals 1st down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Hands it off out of the gun. Oh, felt like that move deserved more than he got there. A gain of 2. Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. Burrow throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on the sack. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block him. They were on him in a hurry.
Under pressure, and they get it to him again. Disrupting that play and dropping him was Arnold Ebiketie.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
The Bengals bring out their punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Working out of the gun is McCarthy. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
The 31-yard line.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? He pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
McCarthy is set to throw it.
McCarthy's pass.
3rd and
3. That's a gain of 3.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
It's 4th down.
And I think we'll probably see them go for it here on 4th down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
They'll indeed go. Here's McCarthy. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
A gain of 17 yards. And the Vikings 1st down.
McCarthy going to throw again. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17.
Now McCarthy to Jefferson on a slant.
And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at 148-yard line and ended at the other.
Brings up 3rd and 12.
Here's McCarthy. To the sideline and incomplete.
McCarthy's pass. Thrown away. And
Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. But they can thank their defense for another stop. And now look at the score, where they've got the football. They're looking pretty good.
They're looking excellent because now you're thinking to yourself, let's just take some time off the clock. Work it down. And, of course, you put another touchdown on the board, you pretty much say bye-bye to this one.
Play calling here can be a little bit more conservative because of the lead.
A little bit more conservative. The biggest thing, everyone understands how to get the ball downfield and how to stay in bounds and make sure the clock keeps running.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 5.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And his defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down.
And here's a handoff out of the gun.
And some space here.
Down to the 10.
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there.
His 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. McPherson now for the extra point.
He's got it, and the lead swells. It's 28-6. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And the last play, a really nice run that culminated in the touchdown.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he powers his way up past the 30.
He's brought down.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Looking to throw. McCarthy. And he's got his man in stride. Complete.
Here's 3rd down and 4.
A gain of a yard on the play. Brings up 3rd and
operating
4.
from the gun. McCarthy.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
They'll look to throw again. They drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Jefferson. Incomplete. Brings up a 3rd down.
To the air again, McCarthy.
And that is incomplete.
This has been a rough one to put it mildly for him, and after this one's done, you just feel like in the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Going for it, here's McCarthy. He'll fire a desperation throw for the end zone.
And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal.
Turton is in. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
The Vikings will line up for the 2-point conversion.
McCarthy going to look to throw for it.
And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. Tough there, good pass, hit the hands, he just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
So 2 scores down, time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the Bengals hands team. And they're going to hang on and win this game.
The visitors' offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes a right read seemingly every time. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for Cincinnati, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Jacksonville to take on the Jags.